Hey guys, so for today's video I'm going to be very chilled. I'm sitting on the little sofa up here and I'm just going to be answering some of your questions. I put on Twitter that I was going to do a little kind of hashtag AskLP thing, so I told you to send over your questions, any topics, and I've got quite a few here to go through, so I'm just going to chill and work my way through some of your questions. I'm going to put all the names of the people who are asking these questions in the info box below, so we're going to get deep with the first one. Advice on how to get more confident within yourself and your appearance. So I actually did a video with my friends talking about how different we are now compared to when we were teenagers, so I will link that below. It was a really nice video to film. And I think just kind of first of all give it time. You will become more confident as you grow up naturally. But also if you're insecure about your appearance, try and focus on the things you like about the way you look rather than dwelling on the things that you don't like. Surround yourself with lovely people who make you feel more confident and don't put you down, and I think that's the best advice I can give. I live in the States. If I was a UK tourist for one day, what should I definitely not miss? Whew, that's hard. Okay, I think my perfect day in London would be, this is kind of avoiding any of the Big Ben touristy stuff because, I don't know, I don't think it's as interesting. I would start in North London, take a walk through Primrose Hill, and there's a bit where you can walk over to Regent's Park and you can walk alongside London Zoo and see into the zoo without actually having to pay to go in. I do that walk quite a lot. And then I'd have breakfast in Primrose Hill. There's a little cafe called Greenbury, which is really nice for like a healthy breakfast. Then Primrose Hill is quite near to Camden, so I would walk over to Camden and go look at the amazing market in Camden. It's really colourful, there's like clothes and jewellery bits you can buy, and I think it's amazing if you like photography and taking photos. From Camden I would get the tube to central London and go to Soho and go to Liberties of London. It's an amazing old building, definitely amazing if you're into like architecture. And then walk through Carnaby Street where there's lots of little kind of cute shops. Then you can kind of walk through Soho and go through Chinatown if you like. There's a lot of stuff going on in Soho. Then I'd probably walk to Covent Garden. It's not that far from Soho to Covent Garden, and I would have lunch in Covent Garden. There's a place called Home Slice that do the most amazing pizza toppings. You can either get pizza by the slice or get a 22-inch and share, and they're huge and amazing. And then I don't know, after lunch maybe do a bit of shopping in Covent Garden. Oh, I know, I'd walk over Waterloo Bridge and go to South Bank. There's a lot of stuff going on in South Bank. There's loads of like history there as well. I love the South Bank. And there's, in the summer, like something called Udderbelly where you can have pims and drinks outside, and there's always like little beaches and funny little things going on. So that would be my perfect day in London. How did you decide to cut off your hair and how do you deal with it in humidity? I have always wanted to have hair kind of this length, a bit shorter, but when I was younger it just wasn't good enough quality to have it short. It would have gone really puffy and big. So last year or a couple of years ago I just felt like my hair looked like it was this length, but then down here were just some like straggly long bits that they looked like two separate bits of hair. So one day I just said to my hairdresser, let's just give it a go, and he kind of chopped it to there, and I'm so happy. I think I will definitely keep it this length forever. I just look too young with long hair and it's so much easier to look after. I think just using good heat protectors on this kind of hair is really important, and using oils and moisturising creams. How do you keep yourself motivated whilst being your own boss? It is really hard, especially if you're working at home, to keep motivated, but I don't know how I do it. I think when you are working for yourself, it means so much to you to do well and do your best because it's your own thing. No one's telling you to do it. You're doing it for yourself. So that alone kind of motivates me. Also, no matter how old you are, I think you always want to kind of prove to your parents that you're doing well, and that kind of keeps me going. Every time something happens that I'm proud of, it's really nice to be able to tell my parents, look what I did, I reached 200,000 subscribers or anything like that. I was never a self-motivated person before, so I guess when you just find something that you love, that alone motivates you. What would you be doing if you weren't doing YouTube? I get asked this a lot and I have mentioned it before. I would probably be working in marketing and social media because that's what I was doing before. I did a marketing degree and then I started working in PR and ended up in marketing and social media, so I'd probably be doing that for a brand. Yeah, it's not that glamorous, but that's what I would have been doing. What's your favourite milkshake? Definitely chocolate. Quite like weak chocolate. I like chocolate and vanilla mixed. If you could be any age for a week, what age would you be? Probably 19. That's been my favourite age so far in my 26 years of life. I was travelling, I was on my gap year, I travelled to like Australia and Thailand and Fiji and had the best time, and I felt like I had no worries. I had a year out after school before university, and it was just really fun year, and I feel like 19 is a really good age. Do your videos or vlogs reflect your real life? Do you ever have a same pair of knickers 2 days in a row kind of week? I definitely don't have a same pair of knickers 2 days in a row. That makes me feel quite sick. But I'd say they're a pretty good reflection. When I do vlog, I normally only vlog about 3 days of the week, not every single day. So obviously I'm going to vlog the days where I'm out going to cool launches or going out for dinner with friends, and I'm not going to vlog the days where I'm just at home working, because although I feel like that shows a better reflection of what I do, it's just not that interesting to watch. So it's a bit of a mix. Sometimes I show myself just at home working, but I normally just vlog the fun stuff. So next time you watch my vlog, just remember it's only about 3 days of the week. How did you first introduce Riche to your parents, and what's the best way to do so? Have you ever dated someone your parents didn't like? Riche met my parents for the first time when me and my family rented a house in the countryside for the weekend, and it wasn't that far from where his family live in Suffolk, so he popped down to say hi, and I was quite nervous. But as soon as he walked in, my mum just said, right, can you help make the scrambled eggs? And like got him in the kitchen. And my parents are quite good at making people feel at ease. My family are very kind of loud and chatty, and no one's awkward. So I think he fit in straight away. And Rich is just hilarious. He says the funniest things without meaning to, and I think my family like that about him. Have I ever dated someone that my parents don't like? I don't think so. Well, they haven't told me. I think some of my ex-boyfriends my friends weren't that keen about, but if you have good supportive friends, then they just kind of go with it until it becomes a problem. My hair's similar to yours and I love straightening it. Do you also get lots of people telling you to just embrace the curls? Yes, I get a lot of people. My friends don't anymore, but you guys always tell me to embrace the curls. I don't want to. I like my hair like this. It's a long story, but it just makes me feel better. So no, I don't want to embrace the curls right now. Are you accomplishing your dreams? I'm not really the sort of person to set dreams. When I was young enough to have dreams, I just wanted to be a pop star, and that wasn't really a real dream. And I think when I grew up, I didn't really set myself dreams. I've always loved the idea of getting married and having kids and having a family, but then as you grow up you realise that's not going to happen when you're 26, as much as I used to say, when I'm 27 I want to have a house and 3 kids, and that's just not reality. I was never career focused when I was younger, but now I really am, so I'm just enjoying kind of working lots, working really hard and enjoying it, and then in a few years time I will enjoy marriage and kids and all that stuff. What's your favourite Disney song and character? That is too hard, I can't think of one. I'm just going to think of the first one that comes to my head, which is look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Jungle Book, and yeah, Baloo. He's a cool dude. Any tips for someone finishing school next year and don't know what to do after that? I don't know if you mean like school or uni, but I guess this applies to both because I just interned a lot. If you can, I know it's hard to intern, it depends if you have somewhere to live, if you're like near a city or something, but a lot of my friends ended up staying, living with cousins for a while, and aunties and uncles. Interning is the best thing you can do, in my opinion. I did it both after school in my gap year and between summers each year at uni and after uni. Not only is it a good way to figure out what sort of job you like, because you can try lots of different things and you say, oh, I don't like that part of PR, or I didn't like this part of marketing, or whatever you want to go into. It's a good way to test it out. It also looks really good on your CV. I think by the time I got my first proper job, I had 2 pages worth of interning, and it just makes you look really proactive, and it gives you something to talk about in interviews when they say, tell me about a time you solved a problem, or tell me something that's not good about yourself. You know, there's annoying interview questions. If you have a lot of experience in interning, even if it's just 2 weeks here and there, it gives you something to talk about in an interview. What 3 songs take you back to your teenage years? Oh, it's just hard to think on the spot. Blue Cantrell, Breathe. Baby, we need some time alone. We need to let it breathe. And it's like that, and that's the way it is. I don't remember who that was, but I remember having that on CD. Oh, and Jack Johnson, Banana Pancakes. Those are the first 3 that I can think of. Really weird selection of songs. Did you meet Viviana Makeup through YouTube? You seem like you've been friends all your life. It's lovely. I get this question all the time. Me and Anna met through blogging. We had both had our blogs for a couple of years, and we read each other's blogs and watched each other's videos, and we first met at Zoe, who used to be the London lip gloss, and that is now Zoe London. She was in my multi-vlog. She launched a lipstick with a brand, and me and Anna both went to the launch, and we both met there, and that was about 3 years ago. And I don't know, we just clicked. I mean, I have lots of friends in the blogging world, but me and Anna are just very similar, so we are very, very good friends now, and it's really nice. Do you plan on getting a lot more tattoos? No, I really don't want to have lots of tattoos all over me. I don't know why I keep getting them. They're just really addictive, but I like how when someone looks at me, they don't know I've got 5 tattoos. I don't want to have lots of tattoos on display, but I do like all the ones I have, and I'm happy with them. Never gonna say I'm not gonna get any more, because knowing me, something will happen and I'll think, oh, this is a great opportunity to get a tattoo. Every summer I want a tattoo, but nothing big. Oh, that's all the questions. I'm done. Oh, that was really fun. I might do more of these videos. Let me know if you enjoyed this and if you want me to do more in the future, because it's quite nice to just chill and sit and talk to you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and thanks to everyone who tweeted me with questions. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.